Hey everybody, we're at NuBrand Gaming in Brooklyn, New York today. This is a rematch. I'm going to be playing against David today. We're going to have Thousand Suns face off against Nurgle Daemons again. We're going to be playing a 2,000 point game. So over here we have 2,000 points of Thousand Suns. We have 3 detachments. We have the Supreme Command detachment over here. 1 Lord of War, Magnus the Red, Primarch of the Thousand Suns. And then we have Demon Prince of Tzeentch, and we have 2 sorcerers in Terminator armor. This detachment is giving us 1 command point, in addition to 3 for being a battle-forged army. This is the Vanguard detachment, 3 elite choices and an HQ choice. HQ choice is Ahriman on a disc, and 3 Scarab Cult Terminator units. Inferno Bolters, Hellfire Missile Racks, and Soul Reaper Cannons. And then we have the Patrol detachment, which is just an Exalted Sorcerer, and the unit of 10-man unit of Cultists. The Warlord this game will be the Demon Prince of Tzeentch. His Warlord trait will be Tenacious Survivor, and that's 2,000 points of Thousand Suns.
Okay guys, slightly different list from the last one you saw if you watched the battle report. I've still got a battalion detachment and a Supreme Command detachment. So the battalion detachment, my HQ is Great and Clean One with Bar Sword and Plague Flail. He'll have the Plague Hive as Warlord trait, which gives him -1 to hit if you're within 7 inches. I've got Epidamus, which I think will be killed fairly quickly.
Oh yeah. I remembered him from last game.
I've got a Demon Prince with wings, 2 sets of Malefic Talons, and he'll have the Horn of Nurgle's Rot. My troop choices, I've got 90 Plague Bearers in squads of 30. They're going to have an Icon and a Instrument of Chaos. One of these guys I'll spend a command point and give them the Plague Banner. I've then got 2 sets of 3 bases of Nurglings. For troops, my heavy support is my Soul Grinder. Fast attack, I've got 4 Plague Drones. They're not the Forge World Blight drones, they are Plague Drones. And for my Supreme Command detachment, this time I'm changing up. It was 3 Poxbringers before, now it's all 3 of the Heralds, the Sloppity Blightbringer, whatever his name is, Slippity Boopop, and the Spoilpox Scrivener, as well as a Poxbringer. So that takes me to, as far as I'm aware, 1,995 points.
And that's 2,000 points of Nurgle Daemons. Let's take a look at the board. So this is the Imperial Outpost world of NuBrand 4. What type of a game are we playing again?
We are playing Cleanse and Capture. Victory conditions, the player that has the most victory points obviously wins. You get Slay the Warlord, First Blood, Line Breaker, and the tactical objectives. At the start of the player's turn, if there are fewer than 3 tactical objectives, they must generate tactical objectives until they have 3. So we're going for 3 per turn basically.
Okay, so we placed 6 objective markers. Number 3 is right here. Number 2 is right here. We got number 1 back there. 4. This is number 6, and I believe that somewhere over there we got objective marker 5. And then we rolled randomly for deployment type, and we rolled
Table Quarters.
Table Quarters. So this will be the Thousand Suns deployment zone, and Nurgle Daemons are going to be in this old abandoned fort over here. We're going to deploy, and we'll see you on the other side. Okay guys, we finished deploying. This is what the Thousand Suns deployment zone looks like. We got some cultists, Exalted Sorcerer on foot, Magnus hiding behind this building over here. We got Ahriman on disc holding one of the objective markers back here. Demon Prince of Tzeentch is all the way forward looking for some action, and then there's a lot of Nurgle Daemons smushed back here. Some Nurglings back here, and some Nurglings that scouted forward.
They use their Mischief Maker ability to move 9 inches. I can go anywhere on the board, but I've got to be 9 inches away from your models and 9 inches away from your deployment zone.
There we go. So they're right there, and they're next to objective marker 2. We got some reserves. I placed 2 sorcerers in Terminator armor in reserves, and 3 units of Scarecrow Cult Termies in reserve. And let's just talk about what you did off camera with Denizens of the Warp real quick.
So I used Denizens of the Warp. This time I put 6 out of my 7 command points into my Denizens of the Warp. I used 2 for my Great Unclean One, 2 for my squad of 30 Plague Bearers. I then used 1 each for 2 Heralds, and then I used my last one, which takes up to 7, for a Plague Banner on the unit in reserve. So although I have 7 command points, I've used them all before the game has actually started. Awesomeness.
So let's roll off and determine who gets to go first. 1,000 Suns finish deploying first. They get +1. This is a 1. I get a 2. Not a great roll, but enough to get us to go first, unless Papa Nurgle sees the initiative. Let's see what you got.
Where there's a 1, there's always a 6.
4. Okay, so that's gonna be 1,000 Suns, battle round 1. So, 3 objective cards for 1,000 Suns, defend objective marker 4. Oh, it's right here.
Ooh.
Okay, can we defend it? We can certainly try. Second card is gonna be overwhelming firepower, and the last one is gonna be assassinate. We gotta kill some characters. We'll see what we can do about that too. Okay, moving on into the movement phase. We are going to move this Exalted Sorcerer on foot. He's just going to move 6 inches and end up over here. Magnus will be moving next. He can fly. He moves 16 inches. 16 inches will get him something like so. Moving on. Demon Prince of Tzeentch on foot can move 8 inches and end his move like so. And then Ahriman can move 12 on a disc. He's gonna just follow the Demon Prince, do something like actually no, we're gonna move him up to here so we have line of sight to these guys for the purpose of smiting and whatnot. And I think that's gonna be it as far as the movement phase goes. We're gonna, at the end of the movement phase, do some deep striking, and we're gonna do a lot of it. All of these guys are going to be coming in. Let's just see where they can go. Okay, so deep striking first, Sorcerer and Terminator armor. Deep striking 9 inches away is going to be right here. And then this second guy is going to come in over here. So that's 2 Sorcerers and Terminator armor, deep striking 9 inches away. Scarecrow Cult, Team Gold, deep striking next to Magnus the Red. Team Blue coming in. Team Blue is gonna... Okay, Team Purple coming in like so. And that's the end of deep striking. Moving on to the psychic phase. Okay, let's start with this lone Exalted Sorcerer back here. He will attempt to manifest smite. He has line of sight. Closest visible is the Nurglings back there. We're looking for a 5. We get a 6. That is successfully manifested psychic power. That's going to be D3 mortal wounds on the Nurglings. Just 2 mortal wounds.
Discuss resilience. Nice. That's a 6. I'll save 1. Take 1 wound.
So 1 wound on 1 base of Nurglings. Okay, moving on. Demon Prince of Tzeentch will try and manifest Gaze of Fate. Gaze of Fate is Warp Charge 6. He gets a 4. That's a failed psychic test. Moving on. I just gotta stop rolling these ones, David. That's really not nice. Demon Prince of Tzeentch is gonna just manifest smite on the Nurglings. Closest visible, looking for a 5. We get an 8. That's going to be D3 mortal wounds. 2 again.
5 up. Invuln save.
Saved 1.
And 1 disgusting resilient roll.
Well, actually, there are no invuln saves against this.
Oh, sorry, then there's not. So, no, it's 1 anyway, wasn't it?
You can roll this. Well, yeah, disgustingly resilient. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So 1 mortal wound over here. Magnus. Magnus is going to attempt to manifest Weaver of Fates. Warp Charge 6. We get an 8 plus 2. That's a 10. Anybody that would like to try and deny this?
Yeah, but not at 10.
Okay, so he has a 3 of invuln save then. Moving on. He's gonna try and manifest Glamour of Tzeentch. Warp Charge 7. He gets a 10 plus 2. That's 12. So he's hard to hit as well. And then the last thing that we will do is with him is warp time. We will move him. Okay, warp time. Let's see what we can do. So warp charge 6. He gets a 7 plus 2. That's a 9. No denies. So he gets to move. He is gonna just move closer to the soul grinder. He really doesn't like it. And he's gonna stay within 9 inches of this unit and this unit, which is gonna basically allow them to benefit from Primarch of the Thousand Suns special roll, rerolling 1s to hit rolls and rerolling psychic tests of 1. So that painted sorcerer in Terminator armor, it knows Death Hex and Prescience. He will. This thing is not hard to hit, right?
It is not. No.
Okay. He will try to manifest Prescience regardless. Prescience is warp charge 7. I'm sorry, he's not going to try and manifest Prescience. He's going to try and manifest Death Hex on the Soul Grinder. Warp charge 8. He gets an 8 exactly. So unless somebody can deny it, I don't think anybody's in range. The Soul Grinder does not have
an inbound save.
Inbound save anymore. Yeah. So the next thing that we're going to do is Prescience. We're going to try and put it on the blue Scarecrow Cult Terminator team. So Prescience is a warp charge 7. This is an 8. So that unit of Scarecrow Cult Terminators also has +1 to their hit rolls. The next sorcerer in Terminator armor, the one that's not painted, knows Doombolt and Infernal Gaze. Oh, and I forgot to mention they are equipped with familiars. So the first psychic test that they do, they get a +1 to it.
Okay.
Okay, so we are going to attempt to manifest a couple of things. Let's try Doombolt. I haven't done this just yet. So Doombolt is going to go into the Soul Grinder. This is a warp charge 9. This is a 10 plus 1. That's an 11. So Doombolt is basically going to be D3 mortal wounds, which is 2 on the Soul Grinder. And in addition to that, in the movement phase, your movement characteristic is halved, and he cannot advance.
Okay.
Okay. And then the second thing that the...
Sorry, 2 more wounds first.
Oh.
So just my disgusting resilience. Neither of them.
Okay. So he is down to
12 wounds.
12 wounds. Okay. Attempt to manifest smite. Closest visible is the same dude. We're looking for a 5. We get an 8, so that's going to be D3 mortal wounds. That's just going to be 1 mortal wound.
I get a 5 for the discussion resilience.
So he's good. Okay, moving on. We're going to move on to the blue sorcerer in the Scarecrow Cult blue team. Smite on the Soul Grinder is a 10, so that's just going to be a single mortal wound on. Okay, we're gonna go with this guy. So the Team Gold sorcerer is gonna go.
Yeah, it'll be
Soul Grinder. Okay, so that's just gonna be then a single mortal wound on the Soul Grinder.
Takes it.
Okay, now Team Purple he's gonna manifest Smite, and I'm unsure if it's this that's closer or this that's closer.
It's these guys.
These guys. Okay, let's see what we can do. We get an 8, single mortal wound, unless you...
Disgusting, my invuln save first.
No invuln saves against mortal wounds.
Of course. Still got 6.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, Ahriman knows Glamour of Zinch, which his dad already manifested, Temporal Manipulation, which serves no purpose right now, and Weaver of Fates, which was already manifested. Right, so we're just gonna do the only thing that he can do, which is Smite, so he's just gonna target this. So we're looking for a 5. We get Pearls of the freaking Warp. We don't want to have Pearls of the Warp on Ahriman, so instead we're gonna burn one of our command points, and we are gonna re-roll one of these dice, and we're gonna get a 9 plus 1. That's a 10 instead.
I'm gonna try and deny it now.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. No.
Okay. So that goes off. This is still going to be just D3 mortal wounds, just 1.
3, no. So
okay, so that's
2 wounds to these guys.
And they got 4 wounds total,
4 wounds,
so
right.
2 wounds left. Okay, awesomeness. I think that's all we can do in the psychic phase. He has 1 power that he can still do. He manifested Smite against the Nurglings back there. He knows Death Hex and Diabolic Strength. I mean, just for shits and giggles, let's manifest Diabolic Strength. we're gonna put it on him. It's warp charge 6. He gets a 10, so he's +2 to his strength and +1 attack. Although he's not gonna use it because he's all the way back. But that's it as far as the psychic phase goes. Let's move on into the shooting phase. Actually, one more thing. At this point, we're going to be invoking the Great Sorcerer Stratagem. This occurs at the end of the psychic phase, which is right now. So we're going to select 1,000 Sun Psyker, which is going to be Magnus. And he gets to immediately attempt to manifest 1 additional power this turn. So he knows 3 plus Smite. The 3 that he knows he already manifested. So the 4th one, for 1 additional command point, will be Smite. So the closest visible is the Soul Grinder. Smite is going to be manifested on a 5. He improves it by 2. If he rolls 12 or better, it's going to be nifty. He rolls a 9 plus 2, that's an 11. That's just going to be D6 mortal wounds, I believe. So let's roll. 4.
Another 2, so we go down to 8.
Okay. Anyway, so I think that's going to be it as far as the psychic phase goes. We're going to move on into the shooting phase. And in the shooting phase, let's start with the Demon Prince of Tzeentch. He is equipped with the Warp Bolter. He will be hitting these Nurglings on a roll of a 2, and he's going to be re-rolling once. Assault 2. He gets 2 hits, strength 4, toughness is 2, so anything but. And of course we roll a butt on the 2 wound roll, so there's going to be 1 wound on the...
Can you just check the damage of the Warp Bolter?
2.
It is 2, okay, so I don't get my Disgusting Resilience. So take another 2 damage.
So that's 1 base removed from play. Okay, we're going to move on to Ahriman. Ahriman has a pistol. He's got a single shot with an Inferno Bolt pistol, looking for 2s. 4 versus 2, anything but. That's a wound. -2 to AP and 1 point of damage.
Invon didn't save, Disgusting Resilience didn't save as well.
So that's 1 additional point of damage on the Nurglings over here. Let's do some serious shooting. So why don't we start with this group over here. So these 2 guys, the 2 Sorcerers in Terminator armor, they're both equipped with Meltaguns. Range is 12 on the Meltagun. I think he's in range because we deep struck him 9 inches away.
They've not got the half range.
No half range, so no 2d6, and pick the highest on the damage roll. So they are within 9 inches of Magnus, so they're going to get to re-roll 1s, but they're hitting on 3s. I'm going to roll them both together. Re-rolling 1s. Because of Magnus, that's a 1 again, so just 1 goes through. I can't believe that this just happened. It's going to be strength 8, toughness
7.
So 3's to wound. We get another 1.
Nurgle protects.
Nurgle does protect. We're gonna move on. And while we're here, let's go with Team Blue of Scarab Cult. Let's go with the Missile Rack. Missile Rack is shooting into the Soul Grinder. Typically their ballistic skill is a 3, prescience takes them to a 2, and he allows them to reroll 1s, so let's go. 2 hits, and then strength 8, toughness 7, so 3's to wounds. We get 1 wound. This is going to be minus 2 to AP and D3 damage.
So my armor is actually 3, so I've got 5 plus armor save. Drumic. Begins.
Moving on. It begins. I roll 1s, you roll 6s. Deja vu, deja vu. Soul Reaper Cannon, same target. We're looking for 2s, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling 1s. 4 hits, strength 5, toughness 7, so 5's to wounds. We get just 1. This is going to be -3 and 1 point of damage.
-3. Okay, so I have a 6 plus armor save now. I don't have my Disgusting Resilience, I do have. Nope.
So that's 1 additional point of damage. Okay, and then we got 3 guys with rapid fire 2 bolters. So that's 12 shots from rapid fire Inferno bolters going to the Soul Grinder. 2s, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling these ones. You want to call this cocked? Yeah. Let's call it a cocked. Okay, so that's going to be everything but 1. So 11 hits, 5s to wounds, and it looks like we get 3 6s, and that's all we freaking get. Okay, -2 and 1 point of damage.
So a 5+ armor save. 2 disgust and resilient rolls. That's fine, so take another 1. Go down to 6.
Okay, we really want to take that to it out. Next, so this group is going to fire. Let's do the same thing. These guys will be hitting on 3s. We're rolling 1s because of their Primarch. So let's start with the missile rank going into him. Looking for 3s, we're rolling 1s. Okay, 2 hits, strength 8, toughness 7, 3s to wounds. 1 wound.
Saves on 6.
You gotta stop rolling 6s. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the Soul Reaper Cannon. Soul Reaper Cannon, looking for 3s, re-rolling 1s. That's 3 of them. 5 versus 7, 5s to wounds, no wounds. Moving on, we're gonna do the Infernal Bolters in rapid fire. 12 hits from Team Gold into Soul Grinder, 3s, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling these 2 1s. 5s to wounds. Moving on. Team Purple is going to discharge their rapid fire bolters into these hard to hit plague bearers, and then the heavy weapons will be going into this guy. Hellfire Missile Rank hitting on 3s, but they're within 6 of Ahriman, who's going to allow them to reroll 1s. So 3s. Okay. Strength 8, toughness 7, 3s to wounds. 2 wounds, -2.
Nope.
Fail them both?
Yeah.
Okay, D3 damage each. That's going to be 3 and 2, 5.
So the first, I'll do them together. I make 2, so I take 3 wounds.
Okay.
Down to 3.
That's something. And then the Soul Reaper Cannon is the other heavy weapon going into the same target from Team Purple. 3s, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling 1s. Okay, 4 of them hit. Strength 5, toughness 7, 5s to wounds. 1 wound. -3. 1 point of damage.
Nope.
Okay, 1 more. And then 12 shots, as we said. But are they within 12?
Yeah, easily.
Okay, so that's going to be 12 rapid fire Inferno Bolters into the Plague Bearers. They are hitting now on 4s instead of 3s because they're hard to hit, and they're re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling 1s. Okay, so we got some misses, but we also got some hits. So that's 2, 4, 6 hits. Strength 4, toughness 4. So 4s to wounds. Oh my god, we just get 1 -2 to AP.
Roll save gets it.
Oh, this is not going as planned, Zench. What's going on? Moving on. This guy has a 12-inch range. Nowhere close to these guys. 24-inch range with autoguns on the cultists. Out of range. So we're gonna move on into the charge phase. We're gonna declare some charges. Big Daddy, Maggie's gonna declare a charge into Soul Grinder. Overwatch.
I shall do some Overwatch. My Harvest Cannon, heavy 3. Get 2 of them. 4s to wound. 1 wound. I don't think I get any re-rolls.
Okay.
No, so this is -1.
3 up invuln save. He's fine.
And the Flame Bombardment, D6 shots, 1 shot. Nothing.
Charge distance is gonna be 7 inches. Do that. Let's just for shits and giggles, we're gonna charge this sorcerer in there. He needs a 9. He doesn't get it. The next guy is gonna need a 9. He doesn't get it. And then the unit of Thermes needs a 9. They do get it. So they are gonna be engaging this guy in close combat. Something like so. We're 9 inches away. We might as well try and charge the same target with them. They don't make it, and then let's think about what we want to do over there. The Demon Prince is going to charge into the Nurglings. He gets a 5. I don't believe that that's going to cut it.
You would have had to roll a 6, because at the moment you're going to be that that little bit that's not touching the Nurglings, that like 2 millimeters, that's how far out you're going to be of being within that range.
So you know what? I rolled a 5, 3, and a 2. Do I want to burn one of my 3 remaining command points to do this? No, I'm gonna charge with Ahriman, same target. He gets a 10. That should get him in there. So he is just gonna fly over here and end his movement like so.
Just out of interest for your viewers, when I allocate wounds, that's why I allocated it to the front guy, because I figured you'd kill a base, so I was hoping to
make it harder to charge.
Yeah,
makes sense, makes sense. Fight phase. Charging units get to go first. I believe you've used up all of your command points, so it's gonna be tough for you to break this sequence. So we're gonna start with Maggie, because we just got her. 7 attacks. He will be hitting on 2s, and he will be re-rolling 1s. So we're gonna re-roll this one. Okay, so he is striking with a Blade of Magnus. That's strength 16 versus toughness 7. So anything but 2 wounds. And of course we get 1 but that's going to be 6 wounds. Minus 4 to AP and 3 points of damage each.
Right,
so no armor, no invuln.
No invuln,
so disgustingly resilient. So that's going to be 6 of them with 3 points of damage each. So you owe me 18 disgustingly resilient.
I'll roll them in batches of 3.
Sure.
He's dead. 2 wounds.
Okay.
Does he explode? Nope.
Okay, so that's
first blood to you, sir.
First blood. Awesomeness. So Magnus will pile in. He's gonna get to move 3 inches towards the closest enemy unit, which is the plague whatever they're called. So he's just gonna go something like this. Okay, so Team Blue of Scarab Cult, we were talking about this off camera. They charged the Soul Grinder as well, but the Soul Grinder was removed from play by Magnus because that's just how he rolls. You know, what do we do with these Scarab Cult armies? Do they get their pile-in move? Do they get their consolidation move? We're not 100% sure. I believe that they may actually be able to
pile in up to 3 inches. They can do that.
So let's pile them 3 inches, and which is
consolidate up to 3. It doesn't say they need to have fought.
Well, yeah, we're not 100% sure. So
I think you get it, mate.
You know what? Let's do this, okay? On a 4-up, they're gonna pile in or consolidate 3 more. 1, 2, 3. They're gonna stay where they are. So they're gonna pile in another 3. But we're looking for you guys on YouTube's to share your thoughts on this matter. Just let us know what you think, how we should have played this, or how you interpret this roll. We're not 100% on it. So Scarab Cult is gonna get. So they piled in 3. They're gonna consolidate 3 more, getting them up to here, something like so. Okay, moving on. Ahriman is gonna go next. He's gonna swing. He has 4 attacks. He will be hitting these little guys on a 2 with the Staff of Magnus. He's gonna be hitting the Nurglings on a 2 with the Black Staff of Ahriman. He has 4 attacks, 2s, all of them hit. This is going to be strength plus 2, so strength 6, toughness 2, anything but. We get 4 of them. These are going to be -1 in D3.
So my invuln saves, I make 1 of them.
You make 1 of them. I take it back. This is not -1 in D3. This is -1 in 3. So each of those that you failed are going to be 3 points of damage.
Okay, and I don't get disgust and resilience. So 3, 6, 9.
Okay.
There are 8 wounds there.
So that's another unit removed from play then. And then he will get to consolidate 3 inches, and the closest visible, let's say, closest is that group over there. So I'm just going to pile him in like so. We don't have any more alt tests to do. Let's take a look at the objectives. We defend objective 4. We didn't get because we just got on it. Overwhelming firepower, even though we tried hard in the shooting phase to kill something, we didn't. And then assassinate. We removed some people, but no characters. So we're gonna move on into battle round 1. Chaos Demons on Nurgle.
Defend objective 3, scour the skies, and defend objective 6. Defend objective 3, I've got.
Nice. Convenient. Objective marker 6 is back here. Okay, okay.
It's going to be interesting. Demon Prince is going to fly on over here. Drones are going to fly roughly the same direction, and they're going to, let's see,
oh, they're scary.
So these guys are just shambling up. The Sloppity, what's his name? Sloppity Boop-Bop, Sloppity Bile Piper. He's going to move forward 5 as well. Where is he? So he's there. Put himself here. These guys are just going to shuffle on round just to look after their mate. Daemon. I'm defending objective 3, which I want anyway, so I'm going to bring a few more. Yeah, I guess. Leaving objective 2, taking their 1 wound with them. Deep striking.
Uh-oh.
How best to mess you up. Okay, so 30 plague bearers with the plague banner have dropped down here with the spoiled pox scrivener. He's jumped in with them. Down there somewhere. He's down there. Looking for 9 inches away.
Uh-oh.
So he's going to land himself down there. And that is all my reserves are in. The movement phase is done. So I guess I go on to the shooting phase. Oh, sorry, the psychic phase.
I think he did.
So Nurgle's Rot with the Demon Prince. Warp charge of 7. Ah, I get perils. Which is what, D3 mortal wounds?
D3 mortal wounds.
1. I'll take my disgusting resilience.
That's not nice.
Well, there's a 1, there's a 6.
Okay, who's going next?
Next one, I'm going to use the Shriveling Pox from my my Pox Bringer. It's warp charge of 6. It's manifested. My select unit that's within 18 inches and visible. And we subtract 1 to the unit's toughness characteristic. Yep, more than enough range for your Demon Prince. I need a 6. I get a 6.
So Ahriman will try and deny this. So you rolled a 6. 6 is what you needed. Ahriman will roll 2d6. He will improve this result by a 1. He gets an 11. Denied.
He's a great and clean one. He's casting Virulent Blessing on himself, so it's cast on a 7. It is not, so we don't need to worry about that for now. I'm then going to cast Smite.
From him?
Yep, from him. Both units are within the same range. I'm actually going to cast Smite on the Terminators. Goes off on a 6.
Okay. Magnus, we've measured, is within 24 of him, so he will try and deny this. He gets 14. I think when it doubles your roll on the deny roll, you actually get it, no?
It hits me.
Yeah, never mind, never mind.
Moving into my shooting phase, I have lost my main
shooter. Yep.
So my Death's Heads, they probably got 1 guy, maybe. I don't even think he's in range, to be honest. The Spoil Pox Scrivener does, but it's only 6-inch range, so that is my shooting phase done. Very
okay.
Quick. This unit of Nurglings is going to charge this guy in white.
Okay.
They're needing a 7, but you have some overwatches to do first.
Just the white guy?
Yep.
Okay.
In fact, I can do multi-charge, so I'll do multi-charge and take the overwatch from both.
Both of them? Okay. So then we're going to be rolling 2 dice. Meltagons, looking for 6s. We get a 4 and a 2, but that's not going to do anything for us.
I need a 7. 9.
And a 9.
So there you go in. Take my wound with me. These Plague Bearers, obviously you would need a 9 normally. I've got an icon which gives me +1 to my advance and charge roll, so I need an 8.
Who are they going against them?
Sorry, they're going against these guys here.
Okay, so they get an 8?
Get an 8.
So we're going to try and overwatch with these people. So missile rank getting on 6s. 1 hits, strength 8, toughness 4, anything but 1 wound.
And disgusting resilience.
Actually, disgustingly resilient is D3 if you wanna. So, yeah, just 1. So 1 failed, 1 guy removed from play. Okay, Soul Reaper Cannon, looking for 6s, not a single one. And then we got looking for 6s, and it looks like we get 3 of them actually. Strength 4, toughness 4. So just 1 wound.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a 6 there.
Okay, that's it. So they can slowly
So I only got
grow towards the Scarecrow cult.
the 8.
I would have to go up to the next size up from that, I think.
This is a separate unit that didn't charge. Okay,
I guess I need what, like 12 to charge him?
sure.
So I'm actually going to try and charge the Sporepox Scrivener. I'm going to need a 12. I get a 5. So that's not going to happen.
Not today.
So I'm going to roll the Demon Prince first. He needs a 7 to hit your Demon Prince. Mano, oh mano.
Okay.
Get a 6. So I do not make it.
But I still owe you Overwatch. So Assault 2 with the Warp Bolter, looking for 6s, 2 5s, nothing.
Great Unclean One is going to go against your
Demon Prince?
Demon Prince.
Okay, he's going to Overwatch first, 2 of them.
Ah, yes, of course, yeah.
So nothing, and then charge distance.
So we said I needed a 9. That's
you get a 9.
Man.
Good job, Fatty. Who said you're slow?
Oh, Jabba.
Right, do I want to leave Magnus the Red floating about on his own? You know what, I'm going to go for Magnus the Red.
Who's gonna try and mess with him?
These plague bearers here.
Can they do it though? Do they have what it takes? Let's see. 5 inches. I think that's gonna get them in there, but
Yeah, that's 4, so...
they're fine, they're in there.
So these guys are done. I'm actually going to leave the heralds here, purely because even when I pile in, I still have dudes within 6 inches of this guy, which will mean they'll get his buff. So my pile-ins are done. I've moved these guys further there, and I've tried to mess Magnus around. I think going into the assaults then.
Into the fight phase. So we get to activate all the charging units first, but we gotta pick one.
We're going to go for the Great Unclean One first. It just has 5 attacks.
Okay.
Weapon skill 2+. Gets 2 1s. I don't think I've got any way to re-roll them. 7, so strength 8 against your toughness 6.
6, so 3 to wound.
3 to wound.
Okay, so there's 3 wounds, and 2 of them are how much damage?
2 of them are D6, and 1 of them is D6 plus 1.
Oh, that's just terrible. Any AP on this?
This is AP minus 3.
Okay, he has a 3-up armor save, so that takes him up to a 6-up armor save or a 5-up demon save. So I owe you 3 saves, I'm gonna roll them separately. So the 2 that do D6, he's about to die right now. So 2 that do D6 are gonna be a 2 and a 1, and then the one that does D6 plus 1 is a 4. So he's most definitely dead unless you roll really, really crappy.
So the 2 that are just D6, that is 6 wounds, and then
7 wounds. Oh, 2 more. Yeah. So that's 8 total.
I think the Demon Prince has 8.
He does have 8. However, he is my warlord, right? So he does have the Tenacious Survivor warlord trait. If I can roll 1 6 out of these 8 dice, that's gonna be enough to keep him around. So let's see what happens. So 8 Tenacious Survivor rolls. We're looking for 6s. 1 6 is enough to temporarily keep the Demon Prince of Zench alive. And we get 2 of them. So he takes 6 points of damage. He is down to 2 wounds remaining. Okay, so 2 wounds left on the Demon Prince of Zench, but I understand you got some Nurglings there too.
Yeah, my Nurglings are tendons, teeth and claws, so I can make D6 additional attacks. I make 2 additional attacks, which is what I need.
You need 6
6s. I'll get 1 6, and that is... Oh, yeah, so that is 1 6. 1 damage, but would that be plus 1?
if your Loki does anything for, you know, I don't know. So
on 6s to wound, it's an additional damage.
So then it's
so
+1 to damage. So it's 1 wound with 2 points of damage?
With 2 points of damage, no AP.
Okay, so let's see. 2 is enough to kill it. He has a 3-up armor save. Let's see. We get a 1, but
come on, reroll.
we gotta keep this guy alive. So we're down to 2 command points left. I'm gonna use a different dice because I don't like this one. We're looking for a 3. Let's see. Zench protects.
Wow.
Okay, so he is still in there. So he's done?
Yeah, just to explain to you guys, the reason why you needed to pass that is the Nurglings, because they're all 6 to wound, the Loki affects myself and adds +1 damage, so that was damage 1, but pluses 1 damage to their attack. They don't normally do 2 damage each.
Okay, we're gonna just be cheeky and use the last 2 of our command points to break the sequence of charges, and we are gonna get to swing with Magnus because there's a lot of these plague bearers that are coming his way. 7 attacks with Magnus. He will be hitting on 3s, right? Because they're hard to hit?
Yes.
Instead of 2, and he will be re-rolling 1s. This is a cocked dice. It was a 3, but we'll re-roll it. Now it's a 5. That's fine. So that's 1 miss out of 7. And then with Blade of Magnus, we're going to be looking for anything but the wounds. All of them wounds. So that's going to be 6 minus 4s, 3 points of damage each.
So I save 2 of them. So the first guy is dead. That's 1. 2. 3. The last one. 4. So 4 of them are dead. I just put them to the side to remember that I need to do a morale test.
Sure thing. Okay.
So 14 attacks there, plus the pox, the plague pox bringing a sergeant. So 15 attacks in total.
These eased weapons to give him the flow, so they're going to be re-rolling all the wounds and whatnot.
So the Demon Prince will allow me to re-roll 1s. The Sloppy Brightbringer doesn't really help me at this stage. Poxbringer gives me +1 strength.
He's hard to hit because of Glamour of Zench still.
5s re-rolling 1s. Let's do the 1s. So these are now strength 5, toughness
7, so 5s to wound.
5s to wound, re-rolling anything or everything. Okay, so
2 regular to 2 points of damage,
yes,
right?
correct. No
okay.
AP.
No AP, so we're gonna roll for the 2 regular ones. 3-up armor, 3-up invuln. They're fine. And then the 2 points of damage ones, 3-up invuln, 3-up armor. Well, he fails both, so that's going to be 4 points of damage on Magnus, I guess. 14 wounds remaining on Magnus.
Interesting. And then these guys over here. Okay, so I'm needing 4s to hit you normally. Is that still the case?
They are not hard to hit, so yep, 4s to hit.
Okay, so the Smallpox Scrivener is within 6 inches.
That's
this guy here. So he adds 1 to all rolled hit by Plague Bearers within 6 inches of him.
So 3s to hit then.
In addition, if I roll a 7+, which is a 6, I will, like Death to the False Emperor, generate an additional attack.
Nice.
So normally 4s, I need 3s. God, they all miss, but
and then
6s. There's 4 of them. Additional attack, so they're not
4 more.
But they in themselves don't generate.
Okay, but that's 2 more. Okay, strength is going to be now.
Their strength 4.
So because of him, it's 5.
Because of him, no, I need. It's 5 because of him. So I'm strength 4, toughness 4. So rolling 4s, re-rolling. Failed wounds.
Plague weapons, right?
Correct. Now I've got a lot of 6s there, which is good. I'm going to tell you why right now. So I'm using my banner. Just before, increases damage characteristic of all plague swords to 2 until the end of the battle. But I'm within 6 inches of a character as well. So these 4 saves that you'll have to make do 3 damage each, and then these 4 do 1 damage each.
Hold on. We don't have any more command points, so how are you invoking this? Oh, you did. You paid for this one before the game. Oh, I get it. I get it. Okay. Okay. So that's fine. So these are.
They're 1 wound each.
1 wound each, and what's the AP on this?
The AP is 0.
So that's 4 2-up saves on the Termies, and we fail 1. So one guy is going to take a wound. We'll remember that. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them with no AP.
No AP.
And they do 3 points of damage. Okay. So we are looking for 2s.
Wow.
I can't believe that this is happening. So I guess we're allocating this one on 1 dude. So that's gonna be, let's say, this guy. He has 1 wound, so that takes care of this one. And then these 2 are gonna do 3 points of damage each. So we're gonna allocate this one. It's gotta go on the same guy. So that's gonna kill him. And then the last one with 3 points of damage is going to kill this guy.
Yep.
So that's 2 Termies, remote comply.
Yep, the Nurglings.
Oh, the Nurglings, yep.
Don't forget the Nurglings, they can do stuff.
Yeah.
4 attacks each, so there's 12 attacks. 4's to hit. Not a good showing from the Nurglings. Strength 2.
Toughness 4, so 6 is the wound.
And I'm re-rolling once. No, nothing. No, it's just the pilings left to do.
So this group of Plague Bearers consolidated 3, and this group of Plague Bearers consolidated 3, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so now we get to swing back. It's irrelevant which order we do this in because it's just me. Magnus already went. He used the 2 command points, which was kinda didn't do much, but it is what it is. So let's start with these Termies that took casualties. So there's 2 guys with power swords, 2 attacks each. Weapon skill 3, but hard to hit, 4s. It looks like we just get 1 of them. So that's going to be strength 4. Toughness is 4, so 4's to wounds. That's 1 wound.
No invuln save, so discuss and resilience. This one's 6.
Yeah. Those 6s again. Okay. And then there's a 4-staff sorcerer in there. He is going to be hitting on 4s as well. He's not. Demon Prince of Zinj. Demon Prince of Zinj is equipped with, before we move on, we realized that he also has what used to be Hammer of, what was it called?
Wrath.
Hammer of Wrath. What's it called now?
It's called his Crushing Bulk, so on a 4+, you will suffer a mortal wound. 6.
Okay, Tenacious Survivor on a 6 is going to ignore this. No, so he is down to a single wound left. He is equipped with a Demonic Axe, and he is equipped with Malefic Talons.
Warlord trait is Plague Fly Hive.
So hard to hit.
You subtract 1 to hit rolls when you're within 7 inches.
Okay, so I think we're gonna go with Malefic Talons. So he has 4 attack space, so that's gonna increase his attack characteristics from 4 to 5, and he will be hitting on 3s instead of 2s because of his Warlord trait, and he is going to be re-rolling 1s because he's awesome. Okay, 3s, re-rolling 1s. So we hit 3 times. Toughness is 7, so we're looking for 4s to wounds, and we get 2 of them. This is going to be -2 and 2 points of damage each.
Then discuss and resilience.
That's the first one, 2 points of damage each.
And then the second one. Takes 4 wounds, so it's down to 14.
14 wounds left.
Damage.
So we're gonna swing with these sorcerers. We're gonna just do them both. They have 3 attacks each. They're equipped with 4 swords, so that's going to be 6 attacks with 4 swords. These are gonna do minus strength each user, so 4. So they're gonna be wounding on 2s, -3 to AP, and D3 damage each.
So
okay.
Don't get my discussion resilience.
No. So let's first roll to see how many of them hit. We're looking for 3s. They're not within range of Magnus to re-roll 1s, and they hit 4 times. They're not hard to hit or anything like that, right? Okay. So they hit 4 times. This is anything but 2 wounds. 4 wounds.
Do my invuln. I will actually get discussion resilience if you roll a 1 on the damage. So nothing for my invuln saves.
So 4 of them go through. Okay, so 4 of them are going to be D3 damage each. So that's going to be 3 and 3 and 2 and 2.
So I don't get any saves from that. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, which puts me on 1 wound with that Nurgle.
Okay, and so I think that's gonna be it, right? I owe you a morale test for these 2 termies that were removed as casualties over here. So we get a 3 plus 2, that's a 5. Their leadership is an 8 or a 9, I don't remember, but they're fine.
And my guys, the leadership's 7.
Don't roll a 1. Don't roll a 1, David.
-4. Now because I'm next to the sloppity bile pipe, I roll 2 and pick the lowest.
Sloppity Bob.
Which is a 2. Yeah.
Do anything?
Merlins, 6. 1.
Okay, they don't have the
No, they don't
reality
have the bonus,
blinks.
no.
Good thing too. Okay, I think that's gonna be the end of Valorant 1 objectives.
I haven't got objective 6, I haven't got to scour the guys. I need to defend objective 3 for another turn. So,
Which is back here, right?
yeah, so potentially might get this, but you've got a lot of stuff coming my way.
We'll see what happens. You worked really hard to slay the Warlord and you got really close. But you'll get there in next turn. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Battle Round 2, Thousand Suns. So the Exalted Sorcerer on foot can move 6 inches. He's gonna move up to here. These guys can move 4 inches. Okay, so actually the Terminators are going to be moving forward 4 inches. These guys can move 6. Something like so. The Warlord, we got to keep him alive. He's down to single wound, so he will be disengaging from close combat, falling back, fleeing, as some are saying he's doing. And he's gonna end his move over here. So Magnus will be falling back as well. He is going to come back over here, something like so. In the psychic phase, we're going to start with that group over there. They're going to be smiting closest visible, which is that group of plague bearers right in front of them. We're looking for 5. We get a 6, so that's going to be a single mortal wound on the plague bearers. One guy removed from play. Next up is going to be Ahriman. Ahriman will attempt to manifest temporal manipulation. He will try and restore D3 wounds on the Warlord. Temporal manipulation is Warp Charge 6. He gets Perils of the Warp. He actually improves this by 1. That's going to be D3 mortal wounds on Ahriman. Just 1. So he is going to be down to 4 wounds remaining, but this psychic power goes off. This guy will be healed D3, just a single wound, not as planned. With Ahriman, we're going to try and manifest Smite. Close visible is the big dude. We're looking for a 5. We get a 9 plus 1, that's a 10. Denies.
Nope.
Now, D3 mortal wounds is going to be 3 mortal wounds.
I take 2.
So 2 additional wounds on this dude, so
Down to 12.
Prince of Zinch, he's gonna manifest Gaze of Fate. That's a 7, but he's gonna reroll this 1 because he's close to Magnus. That's an 8. We get a free reroll later on in the turn. He's gonna smite. Close visible is Jabba the Hutt. He gets an 11.
Yeah, gone.
So that's going to be D6 mortal wounds on this guy. That's going to be 4 mortal wounds.
Discuss resilience. I'll take another 3, which puts me down to 9, I believe.
This guy will attempt to manifest Smite. Close visible is this character back here. Smite goes off on a 5. He gets a 5 exactly.
Yep.
D3 mortal wounds. 3.
Takes 1.
No, he doesn't. He takes just 1. Right. Right. Gold sorcerer, smite on a 5. He gets a 5. That's a mortal wound on the plague bearers. The purple sorcerer back here. I guess close visible would be the same unit of plague bearers as well. So we're looking for 5. We get an 8. That's another mortal wound. First guy is gonna manifest smite. Close visible is Nurglings. They get an 8.
I'm going to try and deny this with the Demon Prince. Nope.
Okay, so that's going to be D3 mortal wounds. Just 1.
I need this. Nope.
Remove from play?
Yep.
Okay. Sorcerer and Terminator armor back there will be manifesting Death Hex on this group of plague bearers over here. So Death Hex is warp charge 8, however he does have a familiar, so first psychic power, but he already manifested smite, so this is not the first psychic power. I screwed that up. I should have done Death Hex first. Anyway, let's see. We're looking for an 8, we get a 10, so that's
Nope.
okay, so these plague bearers do not have an invuln save. Okay, so he is going to attempt to manifest Doombolt on that group of plague bearers back there. It's a warp charge of 9, but he has a familiar, so first psychic power is going to be, he's going to add +1 to it. So that's a 10 plus 1, that's an 11. So that's going to be D3 mortal wounds. They cannot advance and their movement is halved. So D3 mortal wounds is going to be 2 mortal wounds. Infernal Gaze, because Infernal Gaze doesn't have to go against the closest visible, it just has to be in range. We're going to go against the character. This is going to be manifested on a 5, that's a 7, goes off, so that's going to be 3 dice. On a 4 up it's going to be mortal wounds, and it looks like we get 2 of them.
I don't save any of them. One wound.
Last guy that can still manifest in psychic powers is Magnus. He's gonna first of all manifest Weaver of Fates. He rerolls 1 on psychic tests. You wanna call this a cock dice? It's a 6 plus 3. I mean, this is gonna go off any way you want, but
Can you balance the dice on top of it?
let's reroll it. So, you know what? I'm gonna use that 1 reroll that he gave me and reroll this dice.
Oh,
I can't believe what the heck is going on right now. Okay, so D3 mortal wounds is going to be 1. He is going to ignore it on a 2 plus because he's the primarch of the 1,000 Suns. He is fine. So this does go off. So he has a 3 plus in monster. Glamour of Zench. That's a 6 plus 2, that's an 8. Glamour of Zench is a 7. Denies.
What's this do?
That's gonna make him hard to hit.
Yeah, you can keep that.
Okay, so he's hard to hit, and the last thing that we can do is, well, there's more than, we can do warp time, but we're not gonna do it, so instead we're gonna do smite. Close visible is this dude over here. So we get an 11 plus 2, that's a 13. That's going to be super smite.
I'll try and deny it.
This is, you need 14 for this to be denied. So that's going to be 2d6 mortal wounds, and we are looking for a 4, and this is a 1, so that's looks like 5 mortal wounds.
I take 2.
Why didn't you take 5?
I don't want to.
And I believe that's the end of our psychic phase. In the shooting phase, we're going to start with the Exalted Sorcerer. He's going to fire his Infernal Bolt Pistol into this guy. He's going to be hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. He's fine, so that's strength 4, toughness is 5, so we're looking for a 5 to wound. That's 1 wound, minus 2.
So invuln save.
Nope.
Demonic disgusting resilience.
Okay. These cultists equipped with rapid fire autoguns. are gonna fire into Jabba the Hutt. So 5 of them, looking for 4s. We are not re-rolling 1s, but I'll take this. That's 2, 4, 6 of them. Strength 3, toughness is 7, so 6 is 2 wounds. 1 wound, no AP.
Discuss resilience. Nope.
Okay.
Excellent.
That's 1 additional wound on him. He is down to 8 wounds left, I believe, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Ahriman didn't shoot, right?
Not yet, no.
Okay, so he is gonna fire his pistol. He can only go against him. That's 1 of them, hitting on 3s instead of 2s and re-rolling 1s. And of course he rolls a freaking 2. This guy has an assault 2 weapon, but he fell back and he doesn't have a fly keyword, so shit out of luck. Now, these guys can't shoot in close combat. These guys can shoot, so they will shoot into the plague bearers back there. So we're gonna start with the missile rank. Those people are hard to hit, right?
Yep.
So we're looking for 4s instead of 3s. Nothing. Soul Reaper Cannon, 4 of them. Looking for 4s instead of 3s. We get 2 of them. Strength 5, toughness 4. Looking for not 1s. And then we have rapid fire. Looking for 4s. That's not bad. 2, 4, 6, 7 of them. Strength 4, toughness 4. So 4s to wounds. It looks like we get 1, 2, 3 of them. No invuln saves.
So I just get my discuss resilience. 2 more die.
Scarab called Termes. They gotta direct all the shots into the Great Unclean One. He is hard to hit. They're still within 7, which is terrible, but they are within 9 of Magnus, so they will benefit from re-rolling 1s on their to hit rolls. The Hellfire Missile Rack in here, looking for 4s, re-rolling 1s, nothing. Soul Reaper Cannon, looking for 4s. 3 of them hit. Strength 5, toughness 7, so 5s to wounds. Just 1.
5 plus, and then 5 plus custom resilience. Makes it on 6.
I dislike you very intensely right now. And then we have 12 shots from rapid fire bolters. 4s, re-rolling 1s, re-rolling 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, just 4 of them. Strength 4, toughness
7.
5s to wounds, and it looks like we just get 1.
Discuss resilient.
Oh David, oh David, oh David. I think that's all the shooting we got. These guys didn't fire, but the only things that they can fire, well, can they fire at them?
Yes.
If they're 12 inches away? Maybe one of them.
Yeah, I think this guy's.
So the white guy is going to fire into them if he's within 12. He is, right?
Yep.
They're still hard to hit. So 4s? No, of course not. Of course not. That's the end of the shooting phase. Moving on into the charge phase. With this guy declaring a charge over here into this character over here. You want to Overwatch?
I've only got a 6-inch range.
Oh, so yeah. Okay, so I think this guy needs about 11 inches. We pre-measured off camera. Let's see. We get a 5. That's a failed charge. This guy, the painted sorcerer, will charge in here. Again, no Overwatch because of the distance, but he needs about a 9 to get to that dude. He gets a 9 exactly. So he's gonna go in there, and then we're gonna try this other dude, the white guy. He needs about a 10-inch charge. He gets a 6. That's a failed charge. These guys are locked in combat. These guys will attempt to multi-charge these 2 guys, Demon Prince and the character back there. Be no Overwatch because they don't have any ranged weapons. So we get a 10-inch range. That should be sufficient to get them in there. So 10 inches, gonna be something like this. Magnus cannot charge because he fell back. Ahriman will attempt to join this combat. He's gonna need a lot. Let's see what he gets. He gets a 7. I don't believe that's gonna cut it. And then the last thing is gonna be this group charging into the Plague Bearers. Can they Overwatch? They get 12. Zinch really wants to kill those guys. These guys will just hop the fence, right? So inch, 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 inch. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's start with this guy over here. So that's going to be 3 attacks. He is going to be hitting on 3s. And we get all 3 of them. He is equipped with a 4 sword, which is strength user. Toughness of this character is 5, so we're looking for 5s. We get 2 of them. This is going to be 5, I'll be honest. Go for it.
So move on.
And one more. David. David. These dudes over here. So that's going to be 4 guys, 2 attacks each. 4s because these guys are hard hit. We get just 3 of them. Strength 4, toughness 4. Just 1 freaking wound. And of course, and then the 4 stave hitting on 4s, hits once. 6 versus 4, 3s to wound, 1 wound, D3 damage. See how much damage it's gonna be. Just 1.
Fine.
So 1. Oh, that's a 5. Yeah. Okay, that's it. And then over here, we're gonna do the same thing. Are these guys hard hit?
They are not, no.
2 guys with power swords into the little character, and then 2 guys with the power swords into the Demon Prince, and the 4 stave into the Demon Prince, okay? They are going to be hitting on 3s because these guys are not hard to hit, and they're going to be re-rolling 1s because of Magnus. 2 guys going into the character here. We're looking for 3s, re-rolling 1s, re-rolling 1s. 4 of them. Strength is going to be user, which is 4 versus toughness. 5. 5s to wounds. We wound once.
So I get my invuln save.
And then 2 times 2, 4 attacks with power swords into the Demon Prince. 3s, re-rolling 1s. We hit 3 times. Strength 4, toughness.
Oh, the Demon Prince is
7 probably, right? Or 6.
toughness 6.
Okay, so 5s to wounds. We wound once.
What's the AP?
With the power swords -3, I think.
Okay, so my invuln save.
2 4 stave hits on the Demon Prince. We roll 2s, can't re-roll. It's my turn. I get to activate one of the units in ongoing combat, which is going to be this. There's 3 guys there. Power swords, 2 attacks each. 4 guys hitting on 4s instead of 3s. Not re-rolling 1s, so 2 of them. 4 versus 4. 4s to wound. We get 1 wound.
Yep.
1 more. And then the 4 stave hitting on 4s instead of 3s. Miss both times. You get to swing back, my friend.
Okay, I'll do some consolidation, and then we'll come back to that.
So we consolidated or piled in some units before they swing, but who is swinging back first?
I'm going to do the Spores Pox Scrivener with his 3 attacks over here. Distended Maw for this. 2s to hit, 3 attacks. All of them hit. Strength as user, so I'm strength 5.
Toughness 4, so 3s to
I'm
wound.
re-rolling 1s. Got no 1s, but obviously I got 6s there, so these are +1 damage.
AP?
This is actually AP -1. I'm taking a big bite out of you.
Okay, AP -1. That takes into a 3-up armor. They cannot benefit from all his dust because these are 2 points of damage each. So we're looking for 2 3-up armor saves. Save them both.
So this one over here, so it's pretty much everybody now. So it's just 27 attacks.
Just 27 attacks.
2 4s to hit. And then I need strength 4, toughness 4, 4s to wounds, 6s are doing double damage, or +1 damage, and re-rolling. And I think that doesn't wound. So you have 4 normal saves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 saves that will cause 2 damage each.
And AP?
No AP.
Okay, so first the 4 Terminators, Terminator armor, we're looking for 2s. Of course we fail 1, so 1 guy takes a wound. We'll come back to that, we'll allocate Well, we might as well do it now. So let's say that this guy over here has a wound, and then we have 5 more.
5 more. These will cause 2 damage.
But still, no AP, so 2 up armor saves. These we save all. So 10 guys swinging and blue team.
Force to hit. There we go, there's some good rolling for you. Force to wound. Re-rolling. 1 wound.
AP nothing, right?
AP nothing.
So 2 up armor save. Fine.
The Pox Bringer. He has 3 attacks. Hitting on 2s. He's within 6 inches of Demon Prince, so re-rolling 1s. All hit. He's strength 5.
Plus 4, so
he's within 6 inches of himself, so he's strength 6.
Okay, still 3.
Still 3s. And this is re-rolling? Yeah, re-rolling.
No need to You were saying about those 6s?
Yeah. I didn't do anything last time. Okay, so
AP?
This is AP 3. Minus 3, and these will be 2 damage each.
Okay, so I can't do all is dust. That takes into a 5 up armor save or a 5 up invuln save. So 3 of them looking for 5s. We don't save a single one, so that's Jesus Christ. 3 guys removed from play. Let's say these 3 guys.
Okay, so my Demon Prince got 7 attacks. How many wounds has this guy got?
They had 2 wounds each.
2 wounds. Anyway.
Toughness 4, so anything but.
So they all wound. These were with the Malefic Talons. These are minus 2 damage each. That will do 3 damage.
How many of them?
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, all of them. So 6 at minus 2. That will do 2 damage. And
6 at minus 2 is a 4 up. They're about to die. They just, I made a huge mistake running them in there. Force, 4 up armor saves. We save 3, but 3 go through. They're 2 damage each. So that's the unit.
And that's just 1 unit, isn't it?
That's just 1 unit,
Okay.
yep.
So that starts the tally.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
They fought, so that is actually all my fighting done.
Yep, so I think you can actually pile in with these 2 dudes if you'd like. Just be careful about what you do though.
I'm not going to pile in with them. Morale tests.
Sure.
So I've got minus 3 here, but again I'm within 6 inches of the Sloppity Bile Piper. So I roll 2 dice and pick the lowest. 1.
I hate you.
For the so they get the 6 guys back. They get 4 guys
blinks
back.
And 4 freaking flu carriers come back.
This unit will do the same. 3, they lost 1, so they're fine. This unit lost 3. Just rolling 1 dice, sorry. 6 and a 1, of course. 6, 7, so I lose 2 more out of that unit.
Okay. That's actually turn. We're gonna look at, while you're piling in, we're gonna look at tactical objectives. Even though I tried hard, I didn't get assassinate again, right?
No.
Overwhelming firepower, I did not kill a unit in the shooting phase, and defend objective 4, I did get. Ahriman is sitting on it, so that's going to be 2 additional victory points. Battleground 2, Nurgle Daemons.
Fly this guy here. Keep him an inch away from everyone. He'll take his wings with him. He's going to stay there. These guys, for now, these guys are going to fly over him. Balance this guy precariously up there. He's going to come on lumbering into here. What he's going to try and do is get closer to Ahriman than Magnus.
They have their movement now and cannot advance, yeah.
They half their movement, okay. I'm going to advance with him.
Nice.
6. Bring this over here.
So what's their movement?
5.
So they can move, let's say 3 inches, right? Or 2.5, but
So from there. He would actually be underneath here. So I'm going to place him there.
But he's at the bottom level,
Yeah.
at the ground floor. Okay.
That's correct, yeah. So that's my movement phase done.
Okay, moving on into the psychic phase.
Just going to cast a Shivering Pox on these guys. Cast on a 6. Nope. Demon Prince is going to cast Nurgle's Rot, which is cast on a 7. Goes off on an 11. If manifested, roll d6 for every unit, excluding Nurgle, within 7 inches of the Psyker. On a 4+, the unit takes d3 mortal wounds.
Oh, sheesh. You rolled an 11.
I did.
I will try and deny this with Magnus. He improves his deny rolls by 2. So he gets a 11 plus 2, that's a 13.
Nice.
Denied.
You needed that. Then my Great and Clean one, Fleshy Abundance on myself. I needed a 5, I get a 6.
What is that gonna do?
I give myself d3 mortal wounds.
No.
D3 wounds back.
No. Magnus denying for the second time. He gets a 4 plus 2, that's a 6. Can't do anything about that. That does go off.
Give myself 1 wound back, taking me up to 9.
Back to 9. Okay.
Virulent Blessing on myself as well. It's cast on 7. Capacity 11.
What is that gonna do?
Add 1 to wound rolls for that unit, and 7s inflict double damage.
Okay, so we are gonna try and deny this with Magnus again. And we are gonna re-roll 1s of psychic tests. We get an 8 plus 2, that's a 10. You rolled an 11, goes off.
My Sporebox Scrivener has actually got a Disgusting Sneeze, which is a pistol. So
Who's that?
this guy here.
Oh,
So
that guy
D3
right
shots, 2 shots, ballistic skill 2. I don't think I can re-roll 1s. Nope. So this is strength 3.
there. Toughness 4. Of course.
And it's
AP.
going to be 2 damage. This is AP 0.
So 2 up Thermi save. Fine.
Great on clean one. Uses Plague Flail. This is Assault 3. Ballistic skill 3. Can I reroll 1s?
You are. I believed wrong.
So 2, so it still misses. It doesn't say I can reroll them. So 1 goes through.
AP.
AP minus 3, damage 2.
AP minus 3 takes him to a 6 up armor save or a 4 up invuln save on Ahriman. He gets a 5. He's the first captain.
4 plague drones.
Magnus. Right?
Yeah. Rerolling 1s because they're demon prints. So these are strength user.
Actually, Magnus is hard to hit. So
these are strength 4. Rerolling 1s.
strength 4, toughness 7, so we're looking for 5s, right?
Nothing there.
Okay.
So this is probably going to be really dumb, but I'm going to multi-charge my Great and Clean one into Ahriman and his dad.
We're gonna overwatch before you roll for charge distance, but we're not gonna do much. Ahriman is shooting his Inferno pistol. 6s. Nope. No ranged weapon on Magnus.
5. Yeah, it's going to be more than enough though. And then he goes. He's going to cause a mortal wound on his way in, I remember that.
So Hammer of Wrath, or whatever it's called, is
Crushing
gonna go
Bulk.
against 1 unit. Who are we going against?
Magnus. Yep, so Magnus takes a mortal wound.
Magnus is down to 13 wounds left.
Demon Prince is going to do the same multi-charge. He's going to go against the Demon Prince and Ahriman.
Before you do that, 2 Warp Bolter, 6s, 1,
Nice.
strength 4, toughness 6, so 5 to wounds. Nope.
And he goes in 4
4
inches.
inches.
Again, that's
fine.
going to do it. And sneak in under.
Under the Magnus's wing.
It's getting quite
Cheeky.
congested in here.
Okay.
And now Magnus is locked in combat.
Sure is.
The flies are going to charge into him with an 8-inch charge. We don't like you flying around in our airspace.
I can tell. Restricted airspace. Okay. This looks very, very scary, my friend, but charging units get to activate first. I have no command points to break the sequence, the sequence of events to come, so please do your worst.
So the Demon Prince, he's going to split them.
Okay.
4 on your Warlord, 3 on Ahriman. So I'm not going to get any bonuses of these guys. So my Demon Prince, I'm going to put 4 attacks onto your Demon Prince. So I'm going to need 2s, all hit. I'm strength 7 against your toughness 6, so 3s. Oh god, nothing. So these ones against Ahriman. Rerolling 1s, all hit. Strength 7,
4,
3s.
2.
That's 2.
1 does +1 damage, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so the first one, no matter how much damage it's doing, I'm gonna use his
minus 2.
So that's a 5-up armor save, or he has a Sigil of Corruption, which gives him a 4-up invuln save. First one saved, and then the second one that does how much damage?
This will do 3 damage.
3 damage on a 4-up. No, he takes 3 damage. He is down to a single wound left.
Sloppity Bile Piper is now within 6 inches of the Great and Clean one, giving him +1 to his attack characteristics.
I dislike that intensely.
Don't think I'm within 6 inches of him, no. But I'm down to 9 wounds, so I would have 4 attacks, but I'm actually going to back up to 5. I'm going to put 1 on Ahriman and 4 on Magnus. So the 1 on Ahriman, 2s to hit. Hits. I'm strength, my bar sword is +1, so I'm strength 8.
Toughness 4.
Sorry, I'm strength 7.
So 3s to 1.
Wounds.
Okay.
This
Damage.
is -3 d6 damage.
Oh Jesus Christ. So we're looking for a 4 to keep Ahriman around, and we get a
Nice.
4. Okay, Magnus is hard to hit because of Glamour of Zench.
So 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the Demon Prince. No, 2, that's not great. I'm strength 7, toughness 7.
7, 4s to
4s. I think I can reroll wounds. Yep. So that's a 6, which is nice, and that's a 5. So.
Oh, so 1 plus and
Yes.
1 regular.
Yes.
The regular one is D6 damage.
D6 here.
Oh my god. So that's a 3-up invuln save on Magnus for a D6 damage. He gets a 3. And then the second one that does D6 +1. 3. Good. Magnus lives.
Not great, but you're locked in combat anyway. My plague drones. So I've got 4 guys, so 3 attacks with the regular guys, 2 attacks with the plague bringer. 5s to hit.
That's with Glamour Zench, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Rerolling 1s with the Demon Prince. No, so 2 hit. 5 because of the guy behind me.
And both of them do...
Both of them do just +1 damage.
Okay, so I'm going to roll both of them 3-up, 3 plus invuln saves. We get a 3 and a 2. So that's going to be...
Taking him down to 11. We go back to my Great and Clean one. His attendant Nurglings are going to do 4 attacks onto Ahriman. So I need 3s to hit. 2s to hit, sorry. Rerolling 1s because of the Demon Prince. They all hit. Strength 2.
So 6s to 1.
Rerolling 1s. Nothing.
Plague flies from these guys, the fires.
So we get 4 attacks each. 5s to hit. Rerolling 1s. Strength 4 +1 because of the Herald. So
5s to
5, 5s to wound. I can re-roll wounds. So there's 3 there. There's no AP, but these will actually do 3 damage each.
All 3 are 6s. 3-up armor saves or 3-up invuln saves. We save them all.
Yeah, let's do these guys first. 25, 4s to hit. Could have done better. 4s with re-rolls. Wow. Good job I've got the rerolls. 4 normal ones and 3 which are 2 damage apiece.
So 4 normal ones with no AP on the Thermies, 2 up armor saves. We failed 1, so this guy that had a wound is removed from play. 3 more, 2 damage apiece, no AP, so 2 up armor saves still. Good. Okay, so now I get to activate one of my units in ongoing combat. I think I'm going to activate this dude 3 times. He is hitting on 3s. He hits twice, strength 4, toughness 5, 5's to wound. He wounds once.
Nope.
Do D3 damage. Just 1.
He's dead.
He's removed from play. That's all we needed. You get to activate one of yours in ongoing combat.
These guys?
23.
3. So I'm needing force to hit. They're only strength 4 now.
So force to wound.
7 normal saves and 3 that will do 2 damage apiece.
7 damage, 1 wounds, no AP. We're looking for 2s. Save them all. And then 3 more that do 2 damage a pop. We're looking for 2s. Come on, Thermies. 1 guy is dead. This guy right here.
Okay. Consolidated these guys in.
So you went with all of yours, so I guess
Yes.
the remainder is me, right? It doesn't matter which sequence of events we select, so let's go. So over here, I think we're gonna activate Magnus first. Magnus is at 11 wounds, which doesn't do anything to his profile just yet. He is gonna use all of his 7 attacks to go against your Warlord.
Yes.
Yes, we want that Warlord dead. We don't like him. Jabba the Hutt.
-1 to hit me.
I mean, if I am, I am. What can I do? So 3s to hit instead of 2s, and re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling 1s. So we miss 3 times, but 4 of them go through. Strength 16, toughness.
Now toughness, yeah, 7 still.
So anything but. We wound 4 times.
So my newborn saves. Don't make a single 1.
So these are 3 points of damage each.
Oh god.
No,
Could kill him.
that's the idea. Come on.
I've got 9 wounds. Take them over here. So I take 3. 4, 5.
5. Okay.
6, 7.
Okay. Okay.
8, 9.
Does he explode?
He does not explode.
He's removed from play. Moving on, we're gonna swing with Ahriman now. He's going into the Demon Prince of Nurgle. He's not hard to hit, so we're hitting on 2s. We're re-rolling 1s. Good thing too. I gotta stop with the 1s. Okay, this is strength 6, toughness is 6, so we're looking for 4s. We wound 4 times. This is going to be -1 to AP and 3 points of damage each.
If it's -1, then I'll take my 4+ armor save. That's 1. And these are 2 each, yeah?
3 each, so that's
3
9
each.
points of damage.
3 each with what? The axe.
Black Staff of Ahriman.
Nice. Well, this could be the end for him as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That it?
Dead as well.
Okay, Ahriman. Ahriman is the boss.
That is not going how I wanted it to go.
That frees up this guy who can't do anything because he's now out of range. They will not pile in, they will stay where they are. So they're gonna go next. Regular guy, 2 attacks with a power sword, hitting on 4s instead of 3s. Nothing, and the 4 sword, the 4 stave on the sorcerer. Same target, same roll. I gotta burn these dice. Okay, that's it. And then the last group over here, there's 3 guys remaining, 2 attacks each with power swords. 6 attacks. We're looking for 4s instead of 3s. We hit 3 times. 4 versus 4. Not a single one. That's lovely. And then the force stave. 1. This is 6 versus 4. That's a wound.
I just get my disgusting resilience this time.
Oh, in which case, hold on. It's gonna be D3 damage. Just 1. So
Just
one guy.
Dead.
Okay, I believe that's it, right? We've lost 1 guy, but I don't think I can fail that. And here we lost.
No one here. I lost 1. Oh, don't matter anyway. Leadership 7.
Okay. Did we lose anybody here? No.
No.
Okay. I think that's gonna be turn. Objectives.
I got objective 3. Defend it. Score 2 points.
And we're gonna move on into Battle Round 3, 1000 Suns. Battle Round 3, we're gonna draw 1 card and we get secure objective 1 back there. That's interesting. Okay, so let's see what we can do. So before we move on, we just realized that we actually did complete Assassinate. We actually did kill 3 enemy characters, the Great and Clean one, the Demon Prince, and the Blippity Bloppity Thingamajig. So that's actually going to be D3 additional victory points. For 3 more, and we are actually going to draw. We're actually going to draw 1 additional card, which is Witch Hunter. Do you have any psychers left on the table?
I do, yes.
You do. Who is the psycher?
This guy here.
Okay, you know what that means, though, right?
I do know what that means.
Okay. Okay, so Ahriman will be advancing. He is going to move 12 plus 2, 14 inches. So 14 inches will. You know what? If that's, he's advancing. Yeah, he's outside of 3, right?
Only just.
That's not what I wanted, but it is what it is. What can you do? Okay? Demon Prince of Zench can move 8 inches, so that's gonna get him up to here. These guys will be advancing 6 plus 4, 10 inches. So 10-inch movement is gonna get them here. Moving on. This guy will be advancing 6 plus 2, 8 inches. Over to here. This guy will move his 6 inches. There we go. Let's start with our friend the Demon Prince of Zench. Gaze of Fate. That's a 7. That is successfully manifested. Unless you deny this will give us a free reroll later on in the turn.
Yep, you can have it.
Okay. He will attempt to manifest Smite. Close visible is this guy. That's a 9. That is successfully manifested. That will be D3 mortal wounds. 3.
I take 2 wounds. I'm gonna say I've got 4. Just check.
Ahriman knows temporal manipulation. He will attempt to manifest it. If he's within 9 of his dad, he's gonna get to reroll 1s. Yeah, he definitely is. So he's gonna reroll this 1, and he's gonna get an 11 plus 1. That's a 12. That's going to be D3 wounds restored. He's going to restore D3 wounds. 2. That takes him up to 3 wounds remaining. He's going to attempt to manifest Smite next. Closest visible is the flyers over here. So we're looking for 5. We get a 9 plus 1. That's a 10. That's going to be D3 mortal wounds. Just a single mortal wound.
Yep, you get it.
Okay, so that's 1 mortal wound on the flyers over here. Terminator over here, Smite, 5, single mortal wound.
Yep.
This Terminator over here, Smite on them, single mortal wound. Well, that's a 7, yeah, single mortal wound.
Oh, God.
Reroll.
Yep.
This Sorcerer in Terminator armor has a familiar. He will attempt to manifest Death X on this group of Plague Bearers over here. It's Warp Charge 8, but we're looking for 7 for this to go off. We get an 8. Actually, we get an 8 plus 1. That's a 9. So if you'd like to deny it, you're going to need to roll a 10 or better.
No.
No, so they don't have an invuln save. He's going to attempt to manifest Smite. That's going to be an 8. That's going to be D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds. His buddy back there, he knows Doombolt, Infernal Gaze, and Smite. To do Doombolt first, he has a familiar as well, so he will improve his roll by 1. We're looking for a 9. We're gonna try and do Smite on them as well. That goes off. That's going to be D3 mortal wounds. 3.
2 of them.
He will attempt to manifest his last psychic part. It's going to be Diabolic Strength. He's going to try and put it on that dude over there. It's Warp Charge 6. He gets a 9, so that's successfully manifested. His friend over here is going to have +2 to his strength and +1 to his attacks. But the big baddie over here, let's go with him. So first thing that he's going to do is he's going to do Weaver of Fates. He gets a 6 +2, that's an 8.
Try and nullify it. I get a 9.
That's denied then. We're gonna do Glamour of Zinch. We get a 6 +2, that's an 8. He's gonna be hard to hit. And then we are going to do Smite. 10 +2, 12. This is Super Smite. 2d6. Closest visible is this group over here. 6 mortal wounds.
4. So he'll take a wound, he'll go down to 1 wound and he's dead.
The shooting phase, Demon Prince shooting into this character. Assault 2, he's not hard to hit, right? 2s, rerolling 1s. Okay, 2 hits. Strength 4, toughness 5, 5s to wounds, 2 wounds.
Invul saves, I get a 1 and a 3.
So that's 4 points of damage then.
So I need all of these. Oh, so he is dead.
Ahriman has a pistol. The only thing that he can see is the butt of this dude over here. Actually, no. He can see through this window or through this door. Yeah, he can see. Okay, so he's gonna shoot at him. Just 1. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Strength 4, toughness 5, 5s to wounds. 1 wound, -2.
Discuss resilience.
Of course. This guy's out of range to shoot anything. He can't fire into this group because they're engaged in close combat, so he will fire into them. 3s. Declaring charges. He will charge into here. No overwatch. He gets a 4. That is going to be cutting in close, but I believe that
he'll get it.
He's going to be fine. So he's going to go in here. He's going to charge over here.
Okay.
Okay. He gets a 10. That should be sufficient for him to come in here like so. Demon Prince has got to go into this group of flyers over here. Charge distance is double 1s.
Still think it's enough, mate. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to get him in here. Okay. That's going to be all the charges. Activating charging units. Demon Prince is going to go first. He has 4 attacks. He's going to use Malefic Talons, giving him 1 extra attack. Are they hard to hit? No. So 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s. All of them hit. This is going to be Strength User, which is 7. Toughness is 5, so 3s to wounds with Malefic Talons. Oh my god. Okay, that's just 1 wound. This will be invuln saved. Okay, next charging unit will be this dude back here. He has 3 attacks base, but he has that psychic power that gives him +1 attack, so that's 4. Force sword, Strength User, which is 4, but psychic power improves it by 2. That's going to be Strength 6. Toughness is 4, so 3s to wounds. We wound 3 times.
Did you hit?
I'm sorry, you're completely right. This is going to be the hit roll. The hit roll, and he's hitting on 3s, but he is, they are hard to hit, so they're actually wounding, he's hitting on 4s, Jesus Christ. So that's just 1. Now we're looking for 3s to wound. No, that was exercise in utility. Moving on, next charging unit is the other Terminator Sorcerer. 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. Hits twice. Strength is User now, which is 4 versus 4. Force to wound, 1 wound. No invuln save. But actually, hold on. So D3 damage on the force sword is going to be 3 points of damage.
It's just the one attack though, isn't it?
One attack, yeah. So that's one guy. Okay, and those are all the charging units, I believe. We are going to get to activate one of the ongoing combats. I'm going to activate Magnus because it's my turn. Still has 7 attacks. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. I rolled 4. I mean, Okay, so this many hits. Toughness is 5. Blade of Magnus is 16. 3 of them. Minus 4.
So Yvonne, I make
Of course.
2 of them.
So 3 points of damage.
For the
This
one guy.
is so terrible. It's not.
It won't matter because they don't spill over, do they?
No. It's just 3 points of damage.
Yeah, so I'll just do 3 wounds just to kill this one guy.
Don't you get the resilience thingamajig?
Yeah, of course, yeah. 1 wound anyway.
You get to activate one of your units now.
This guy is first, so 24. Force to hit. Put themselves down. Force to wound with rerolls. 4 will cause 2 wounds and then 2 normal ones.
So 2 regular wounds, no AP, looking for a 2 up. And then 4 more, right?
Yeah, these will cause 2 wounds each.
4 more. Those we save, but one guy takes a wound. It's gonna be a regular guy with no special weapon, so this guy next to the staff guy. There we go. Awesomeness. Now I get to activate one of mine. In ongoing combat, it's gonna be this group over here. Regular guy with a power sword, hitting on 4s, hits once, wounding on 4s, wounds once.
So just an discuss
No
resilience.
so, yep. One guy is removed from play, and then the force sword guy, hitting on 4s, hits once, wounding on 3s. No wounds. That was awesome. You get to go next.
19, 20, 21.
They're all going into these 2 thermies over here, right?
Yes, that's right, yeah. 4s. The mojo's gone with them. So looking for 4s with rerolls. See some 6s though. So 3 normal and 6 that do 2 damage apiece.
3 normal ones, 2 ups. Okay, 2 up armor saves. Save them all.
My flies will attack back.
Oh, flyers attacking back, okay?
So the first one's no hits. Flies. 5s to hit or 4s?
He's hard to hit, so +1 to whatever your roll is.
Yeah, so.
But he does have a 4-up Milan saving throw, right?
So we've got 3 hits, strength 4, so looking for 5s, re-rolling.
Okay.
Just 1, it would be 2 damage.
AP?
AP nothing.
AP nothing, so 3-up armor save. I'm gonna use that reroll from Gaze of Fate. Zinch protects this time around, so he is good. Anything else?
I've got some morale tests.
Morale tests. Don't roll ones, David, please.
They're going to be fine, but it doesn't matter any. They lost 1, they lost 2, so they're going to be fine. They lost 1, 2, 3, 4, so this needs to be
9.
7, 8, 9, so 2 more die. And that is actually their cloud of flies gone.
Oh, so they're no longer hard to hit. Let's tally up the points. Witch Hunter we did not complete. Overwhelming Firepower actually we did. In the shooting phase we just killed 1 guy, 1 unit, so that's going to be just a single victory point. So it's going to be battle round 3. Nurgle Daemons.
Secure objective 3. Okay, fair enough. I still need Scour the Skies and defend objective 6. This guy's going to move 5 inches at that doorway. Flies are going to fall back. They look like this, sticking it up them. These guys are going to move forward. Move that way.
So Epidemius is moving from the cover of that building, going out here. Okay. Psychic phase, okay.
Going to cast with this guy, Shriveling Pox on Ahriman. Get it on a 9.
Okay.
This will subtract 1 to your toughness.
His dad is going to try and deny this. Let's see. We get 6 plus 2, that's an 8. I can't reroll this, so it does go off. He has -1 to his toughness. That's not good.
That's it for my psychic phase.
Okay.
For my shooting phase, it's even quicker. Plague drones, they need 4s to hit Ahriman. 1 hit. I'm strength 4, rerolling wounds. I get a wound.
1 wound. AP.
0 AP, 1 damage.
3 up armor save. He fails it. 1 point of damage takes him down to 2 wounds remaining. That's not looking very nice for Ahriman.
Okay, so I've got some charges to declare.
Let's declare some charges.
This guy's going to try and charge them. So
Okay.
he'll have to get round like him. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, that should cut it.
Yeah, so 10 gets in nicely in there. The Herald over there. 6.
Ahriman is going to overwatch before we kind of do this. He just has 1 shot. Rerolling 1s. Nope. Go for it.
6 inches. And he's there. That's more than enough to get him in. And then the Plague Bearers against your
Demon Prince.
Zinch.
So he's going to overwatch. 2 dice, looking for 6s. Go for it.
Get a 6. That's
Okay.
going to be enough. Not all of them. Okay, so they have moved on up. That's all my charges done. I need to do something here because it's not looking good. This fight over here first, the Herald versus Ahriman. Pox Bringer, weapon skill 2, he's got 3 attacks. Only 2 hit. He is strength 5 plus 1 for himself, so he's strength 6.
So he's the one.
I think I'm re-rolling.
No, you're not. Come on.
Bale, sword, reroll failed wounds. Yep, so that's 2 wounds.
AP.
-3, 1 damage each.
So -3 is a 6 up armor save or a 4 up immune save. Come on, Ahriman, you can do it. No, he fails 1. That's going to be
1 damage.
1 damage. Okay, so he's down to 1 wound remaining. Come on, Ahriman, hang on in there.
Again.
Chief Librarian, okay?
Okay, Daemon is going to try and do something. That time he started carrying his weight. He has 4 attacks. Weapon skill 2. Strength as user, so I'm strength 5.
Toughness 4.
Both
2
of them.
Okay, and
That's going to do
AP?
an additional wound. So these are the Bale Sword as well, so they're -3. But this one will do 2 wounds, this one will do 1 wound.
So -3 is going to take him to a 5 up armor save or a 5 up immune save, but because it's 1 point of damage, right? One of them is 1 point of
Yes.
damage. That's going to be a 4 up save instead. And nope, they failed that. How much? Oh yeah, 1 point, so 1 guy is removed. And then the other one is going to be just a 5 up immune save. Nope, they failed too, so 1 more guy is removed. Let's remove that guy. And we'll have to get them back into coherency somehow.
These guys, so they're going to consolidate on in.
Okay.
15, 16, 17. 17. Come on, he's a Demon Prince of Zinch, we hate him.
Yeah.
Adequate. Strength 4, toughness 6. So 5's re-rolling.
Oh, stop with the 6s for the love of God. It's all 6s, right?
Nope, there's a 5 there.
Oh, yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So we got 6 that do 2 damage each. 2, 4, 6 of them. And they are no AP, so he's going to use his 3 up armor save. He fails 1. He's going to ignore this one on a roll of a 6 because he's a warlord and tenacious survivor. Nope, so he takes 1 wound. So, oh, then he's removed from play.
Consolidate into Magnus.
Is that a good idea?
It's a better idea than having him flying around blasting people with his mind.
He's going to get to swing now, right?
Yep.
Okay, just saying.
A tally of 2 now.
What does that do again?
I now re-roll 1s for all friendly Nurgles to hit.
Okay.
This unit next. 26. Okay, so Plague Bearers are now re-rolling 1s to hit because of my because of him. That's decent. Not a single one. These are strength 4, toughness 4, so force a wound with re-rolls. So we've got 4 that are causing 2 damage apiece, and 1, 2, 3, 4 that aren't.
Okay, so 4 regular ones, 2 up armor saves, saved, and then 4 that do 2 points of damage each, saved. So we're gonna activate this dude next. He still has that psychic power on him, so he has 3 attacks base plus 1, that's 4. They are still, no, they're not hard to hit anymore, right?
They are not.
So now they're hitting on 3s, and of course we roll 2 1s. I think these are like rolls of 1, 57 and 58 in this game. So 2 of them, strength is user plus 2, so that's strength 6, toughness 4, 3s to wounds, double 2s, double 2s. You get to go, my friend.
So there's 18 of them, so I'll get 19 attacks because the
Yeah, 19 attacks. Okay, that's all we need to know.
19 are going against the unit. There's 1 guy left, or 2 guys left of the unit.
2 guys left in the unit.
Re-rolling 1s. So this many hit. Strength 4. So 4s with re-rolls. Well, she's all be 6s now. 5 normal wounds, 1 that will cause 2 damage.
5 normal wounds, no AP, so we're looking for 2s. We save them all, and 2 more.
1 that will cause 2 damage.
1 more, 2. Good. Ahriman. Ahriman has 4 attacks. He is. This guy's not hard to hit, right?
Nope.
So hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. All of them hit. Strength 6, toughness
5.
5, 3s to wounds. Just get 1. That's gonna be -1, and
Thanks, Yvonne.
no, I get to go with all of my guys next, right? So I'm gonna go with Magnus. Magnus is gonna be hitting on 2s. No, he's gonna be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because they're hard to hit. But all of them hit. So that's going to be anything but 2 wounds. And we roll 1 but that's 6 wounds.
It won't matter how many damage. I've got 6 guys to. That's the invuln saves. So 4 guys are going to die.
You don't want to do. Okay, they're 3 points of damage each.
Yeah, you know what? Go on. I could roll triple 5s. No, 1, 2, 3. That was close. Last one. Close again, but no.
So 4 guys did that. This guy next, the white sorcerer, has 3 attacks. He's hitting on 3s. They hit twice. Strength 4, toughness 4, 4s to wounds, 1 wound.
Disgusting resilience, does it?
Okay. Well, was that disgustingly resilient?
Yes, they don't have the invuln.
So then D3.
Oh.
1, that's fine. Okay. And then we're going to activate those guys back there. That one guy is going to swing at the Epidemius, and then the other guy is going to have to go against the other dudes. So the guy going into the... Is Epidemius hard to hit?
No, he is toughness 5.
So strength, looking for 3s to hit. We hit once, twice. We are going to be wounding on 5s. Strength 4 versus 5. One of them.
Disgusting resilience. Nope.
So he takes a 1, and then the 4 staff guy into the Plague Bearers. Double 1s. Double 1s. Roll a d6 for that morale test over there. I get a 5 plus 2, that's a 7. They're fine.
Roll a d6 for them guys over there. I got a 1.
No.
So 2 more come back.
Okay, 2 more come back. Objectives?
I have control secure objective 3.
Because they're troops and they have secure objective, right?
Yes, correct.
1,000 Suns, battle round 4. We're gonna draw one objective card, and it's gonna be Power of the Cabal. So these guys will move their 6-inch movement. But this Exalted Sorcerer will move up 6 inches, and this guy is locked in combat, locked in combat, locked in combat. So is he. I think Magnus is gonna actually fall back and move 16 inches. So he's gonna fall back. 16 inches is gonna get him over here, staying an inch away. Well, more than an inch away from. We're gonna move on into the Psychic phase. In the Psychic phase, he will manifest Smite, Ahriman Wall on a 5. He's gonna reroll ones because he's close to his dad. That's an 8 plus 1, 9. That's a successfully manifested Psychic Power.
Yeah, you can do this one.
Okay, D3 mortal wounds is gonna be 2 mortal wounds on your character over here.
I take 1.
Ahriman will manifest on himself, I guess. He will manifest Temporal Manipulation. He gets 7 plus 1, that's an 8. He's gonna restore D3 wounds on himself. 2. So he's gonna go back up to...
Oh, sorry, this is Ahriman still.
Yeah.
I will try to deny this.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm thinking
That's
of
okay.
Magnus. So I need an 8, don't I? It doesn't matter.
Okay. So we're gonna go back to this dude. He will manifest Smite. He gets a 9. That's a single mortal wound on the Plague Bearers. They have no in-wounds. No, they now have an in-wound save. I'm sorry. But actually, yeah, these are mortal wounds, so no in-wound saves against this, but that's okay. That group over there, the sorcerer is back here. He's got to go against the Plague Bearers, unfortunately. That's a 9, single mortal wound. This sorcerer in Terminator armor will attempt to manifest Death Hex. He has a familiar, so he's going to improve his roll by 1. Death Hex is going to go on this group over here. No, it's not going to go off. Next thing that he's going to do is he's going to give himself prescience if he can. He gets a 5. Nope, the prescience is 7, so that's it. This other dude will attempt to manifest this group over here. We're looking for a 9, doesn't go off. Smite is the second part that he can manifest. That does go off. That's going to be D3 mortal wounds, just a single mortal wound. Saved with disgustingly resilient. That's just awesome. This guy back here will attempt to manifest Smite. Close visible is this group. Looking for 5. D3 mortal wounds. 3. Saved 1 to go through mortal wounds on the character.
1, 2, 3. That's enough.
Okay.
Yeah, that's enough to kill him.
That was the Psyker?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what we were trying to, I guess, accomplish here. Okay, that's the end of the Psychic phase. We're going to move on into the shooting phase. Ahriman will just fire his bolt pistol here. He hits 4 versus 5. 5's the wounds, no wounds. 10 guys going in here. So 4 guys are rapid firing. So that's going to be this many shots from cultists going in here. They're still hard to hit, right? So 5's to hit. It looks like out of all of these we get 2. These are strength 3, toughness is 4, so 5's to wounds. 1 wound, no AP. Yep. 1 guy removed from play. Ahriman will charge into the flyers.
Take 1. Strength 4, toughness
4, so that's a wound. IEP.
No AP.
We have armor save. Takes a wound, right? Okay, so he is down to 2 wounds remaining. Charge distance is going to be 6. That's enough. That's going to get him over here. Okay, that's Ahriman. This group, this guy that was in close combat but got out of close combat in Psychic phase is going to charge. Charge distance is going to be 6. That's going to be sufficient to get him in here. This guy...
9.
9. Let's see. We get 7. So that's not going to cut it. And that's it. We're going to resolve this combat first. Ahriman has 4 attacks. These guys are not hard to hit. So that's 4 attacks getting on 2s, rerolling 1s. All of them hit. Strength is 6, toughness is 5, 3 still wounds. We wound twice with the black staff. Save them both, and then we get 1 extra attack for the disc. Rerolling ones. Okay, strength 4, toughness 5, 5 still wounds, 1 wound, no AP, no nothing.
Demonic disgusting resilience.
Of course, they're disgusting. He has 3 attacks now, hitting on 3s. Just 1. Strength 4, toughness 4, no wounds. Okay, at this point in time, I activate one of my units to swing. I'm gonna activate these 2 guys. Epidemius first with the power sword, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4 versus 5s. No wounds, and the force stave over here. Are they hard to hit?
Yes.
They are. So 4s, 1 of them, wounding on 3s, 1 wound. D3 damage is going to be 2. Ha! You get to go.
I'm going to hit Arrowman first. 3 attacks, needing better than that. And oh, sorry, reroll ones. And then the steeds, the plague drones, 4 attacks each. 4s, rerolling ones. Oh god. Just 2. Strength 4.
Toughness 4.
4s. So 1 of them will cause 3 damage if you don't get your normal armor save.
Normal armor save is a 3 up, and he fails it. He is removed from play.
Awesome.
The term is over there. Regular guy, not hard to hit anymore, right? So hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, nothing, and the force stave guy hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, nothing. You get to activate your next unit.
I'll hit with Epidemius, rerolling ones because of his own tally. All hit. So strength 5, toughness 4, 3s, rerolling. Oh god, 1 wound.
AP?
AP minus 3.
So damage?
Damage 1.
Damage 1, so AP minus 3 takes into a 5 up or a 4 up, 4 up. Because of all his dust. Good.
I forgot so far his attendant's teeth and claws. 4 more attacks. Rerolling ones. So needed 6s. Rerolling ones. 1 wound.
No AP? 2 up armor save. Good. The sorcerer, the white guy in over there, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. We hit wound once and
5 as well, yeah.
we wound twice.
No.
3. That's gonna be 3 and 2.
2 survives. The 3 does not. 29, 30. 20 attacks. Reroll these ones. Good. So this many hit. It's a wound. 4s with rerolls. 6 that will cause normal wounds, and 5 that will cause 2 wounds apiece.
So 6 that will cause 1 wound apiece. No AP, 2 up armor saves. We failed 1, so that's 1 wound on this guy. Let's say this, and then 5 more. 2 points of damage each, no AP. Looking for 2s. Save them all.
This unit over here, 13. So there's 2. So many hit.
Rerolling wounds.
Good job we checked the camera. Okay, so 4 normal, 1 that will cause. In fact, no, that one will still only cause 1 wound now as well because there's no character there.
Okay, so all 5 of them are 2-up armor saves. We save them all. That's the end of the turn. In this turn, morale tests.
So for that unit, I'm just looking for a 1. You get 4 guys back.
That's
the same with this slot. I'm looking for a 1. No, there only was 1 guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So put that 4 over there. So 5, 6, 7, 8. There's them out of there.
okay, but this unit gains 4 guys back. So part of the Cabal, we're not exactly sure because we didn't keep really track, but I think we manifested roughly around 10 psychic powers, maybe more, maybe less, but we agreed it's gonna be 10, so that's gonna give us a victory point for every 2 psychic powers manifested, so that's gonna be 5 additional victory points, taking us up to 13 victory points. The Witch Hunter is 1 victory point.
I managed to kill Armor.
Oh, okay.
So I got Scare of the Skies, 1 victory point.
Nurgle Daemons, battle round
4.
4.
And I'm going to get Overwhelming Firepower, fantastic, and Secure Objective 2. Okay, so movement phase, I've got a tally of 3, so now +1 inch to all Nurgle Demons, +1 inch to their movement. So they move 6. So these guys are just going to shimmy back.
I think I've seen your demon army before.
Possibly. Stay within 12 inches, want to stop him from getting that. I mean, you know what? No. You're going to charge me anyway, I might as well. Going to be a bear, be a grizzly bear.
Psychic phase, no psychers,
Shooting, I've got 4 shots onto Harryman with my Overwhelming Firepower.
Magnus.
Sorry, get them 2
Still hard to hit though, but that's okay. No wounds.
Rerolling 1s. Or is it rerolling 1s? So, nope, still didn't do anything.
Okay.
Charges, that demon unit there is going to...
Over here, overwatching. These are all in rapid fire range now, so that's going to be 20 shots. This is 10 of them. We're going to roll them twice. We're looking for 6s. We get 3 in the first batch. 3 more. That's 6 of them. Strength 3, toughness 4, so 5s. We get 2. No AP.
No discussing resilience. No involves either.
2 of them. Okay. Charge distance is more than enough.
That's actually 12 inches because I have the banner.
Oh yeah.
Furthest guy. Casualties with me. So how many guys are actually over there? 24, including the sergeant. 24 re-rolling 1s. Re-roll these. So strength 4, toughness 3, so 3s with re-rolls. 15.
15 of them, no AP. It's 5 dice, I'm gonna roll it 3 times, looking for 6s. We don't save 1, 5 guys dead. We save 1 guy, so that's 1 guy that lives, and yeah, all of them are dead. So, cultist removed.
I'm going to consolidate this way towards the closest enemy.
Okay, so these guys will be charging as well.
They
They're
go.
fine.
This is suicide, but whatever. I needed 5s. Correct, -1 to hit.
Yeah.
I need 4, so that's 2 of them hit.
Okay.
Strength is actually now +1 because of the tally. Strength characteristics now strength 5.
So 5 versus 7, 5's 1 wound, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Re-rolling. So 1, which will actually do 2 damage.
Okay, 3 up in-one save. He's good.
Again, 4s to hit, re-rolling. Sorry, 5s to hit, re-rolling 1s.
So 3. Wounding on
5 now.
5s.
Re-rolling 1s. But it will do 3 damage.
Okay, 3 up in-one save.
2 damage.
He's good.
I'll do the Tallyman. He has 4 attacks. Re-rolling 1s. Because of the tally. All hit. I'm now strength 6. in 1s. So I need 3s. So those are 3 wounds at -3.
3 wounds, -3, 1 damage each. So that's going to be 4 of them. 3 of them, they're both gone.
And again, I'll do the consolidation afterwards, but my tally goes up to 5 finally.
I will activate, those termies over there. This guy hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, 2 wounds.
Disgusting resilience. Don't forget now, I am toughness +1.
And then the force stave hits twice, 6 versus 5 now. So that's going to be 3s, 2 of them. Save 1, 1 is going to be D3, 2. You get to go next.
1, 2, 3, 4 to hit, re-rolling 1s. Just want it to be a 1. 5.
Toughness 4, 3 is the wound.
Re-rolls. So 6.
6 of them, AP nothing. 1 wound on, let's say, this guy. Magnus, he has 7 attacks still. He is going to swing into these people here, re-rolling 1s, and then strength 16, toughness 5, so anything but.
Toughness 6, but it doesn't matter.
It's still, okay, so that's going to be 6 of them. -4 and 3 damage each.
So 6 of them, I'm looking for 5s and 6s.
1, but those are going to be 3 points of damage each.
5s and 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Would you believe that's exactly what you need?
That's what we were shooting for.
Okay, so that unit is destroyed.
These 2 gentlemen over here, 3 attacks each. I'm just going to roll them all at once. They're hitting on 3s. They are not re-rolling anything. They are wounding on, well, they're now toughness 5, right? So 5s, 2 wounds.
2 wounds, invons, 1 invon.
That's going to be D3 damage, just 1. Good. Okay, I think that's turn as far as that goes.
So leadership, 6, 9, so 7, 8, 9. 2 more of them dead. That unit over there.
2 guys. And 5, 7.
So they're fine. I didn't get anything. So I'll discard overwhelming firepower.
Okay, sounds good. So Belron 5, 1000 Suns. We're gonna draw 2 cards. We're gonna get Blood and Guts. In fight phase, if you destroy somebody and advance, we ought to get that. Exalted Sorcerer is gonna move 6 inches. Magnus moves 16. That's gonna end him up over here. Psychic phase. In the psychic phase, Termini Sorcerer, Manifesting Smite. That's a failed psychic test. This guy, Manifesting Smite. Failed psychic test. This guy, Manifesting Smite.
Time.
That goes off. That's a 9. Actually, this is a 10 because it's the first test that he's doing, so familiarity increases by 1. So that's going to be D3 mortal wounds. That's going to be 2 mortal wounds on these people over here. That guy is going to manifest smite. He gets an 8, D3 mortal wounds. 2. Okay. 1 saved, 1 dead.
Slowly whittling them down.
Okay, let's quickly go over to Magnus. Weaver of Fates goes off. Glamorous Inch goes off. Yeah, we'll do Warp Time. That's gonna be 11 plus 2, 13. Yeah, he wants to fly. He's gonna move extra 16 inches. So Magnus is gonna go for the top boy. See if he can smack him out of that tub. We got more psychic powers that we can do, but we're gonna elect to skip and not do them. The charge phase, he's charging the Epidemius guy.
I don't have any shooting.
Okay, charge distance. Charge distance with Magnus is going to be 8. That's enough. Okay, 7 attacks, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. His toughness is
now toughness 6.
wounding on anything but 1 but. That's going to be 2, 4, 6 of them.
Looking for 5s and 6s. 4.
4 times 3, 12.
I have 7 wounds remaining. Take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, he's removed from play. The term is over here. We should have charged with him, but it doesn't matter. So 2 attacks with him on 3s, wounding on 4s now again. 1 wound. Saved, and then the 4 stave guy hitting on 3s. He actually gets to reroll 1s now because of him, but nothing. So this is going to be wounding on 3s, and D3 damage is going to be 3. 1 more guy removed. You get to swing back with one of yours.
6 attacks back. 8 and 4s. No tally now. So I'm just strength 4, force to wound with rerolls. What do we get over there?
3, 3, 6.
Okay, so 2 of these will cause 2 damage each.
And no AP.
No AP, and 1 of them will cause 1 damage.
Okay, so 1 regular 1 on a 2 up, and 2 other ones on a 2 up. They're good. Okay, so let's say that this guy's gonna get to swing, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the Exalted Sorcerer. He is 4 sword, strength 4, toughness 4, force to wound, just 1 wound. D3, 1.
Nope, 1 dies.
Okay, who is swinging next?
That is it.
That is it. So the last guy is the white guy, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s, no wounds. Okay.
Morale test for them.
Okay.
2, 4, 5, so they're fine, but reality does not blink.
Okay, so we do get advanced. That's another victory point. And Blood and Guts is score 1 victory point if an enemy unit was destroyed during the fightful phase. We destroyed just 1. That's 1 additional victory point. Battle round 5, Nurgle Daemons.
Draw a card. Secure objective 1.
Back here.
Okay, don't have much to do, so my plague bearers down there are going to advance, which is a
2.
I'm just going to, for ease of purpose, put a few there because I think the game is pretty much over at this stage. So I'm going to hold objective 6 with all them plague bearers in there. You know what? I'm going to try it.
Okay. They're gonna go against Magnus, right? No shooting, no psychic, so you know what? Just roll for the charge distance because they're right there, but
8 inches.
yeah, all of them are probably gonna get to go in there. 8 plus 3 to pile in.
And they would have moved 6 as well, so
Yeah.
5. Sorry, but
That they're all in there for sure.
28, 29.
29,
Attacks needing 4s,
needing 5s.
5s. I have no re-rolls. Yep, still not bad. Needing strength 4,
Toughness 7, 5s.
5s with
Re-rolling,
re-rolls.
Plague weapons.
I don't get anything for the 6s now.
So
wound.
3 of them, right?
4.
4 of them. Magnus is going to use his 3-up armor save or 3-up invuln save. He fails 2, so he is down to 9 wounds remaining. Those were the charging units. It's your turn. You get to activate 1 unit. The only eligible unit is this, I want to say.
Force of re-rolls. 2 wounds.
2 wounds, 2-up armor saves. 1 guy had a wound on him, I believe, so he is removed from play. Yeah, Magnus now swings. He has 6 attacks instead of 7. So 3s, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling 1s. So 5 of them. responding on anything but 4 of you.
So I lost 3. I think at this stage I could roll it, but I think we should probably look at calling it now.
Yeah, I think
I've got a maximum of defend objective 6, so I can hold that for 2 turns.
yeah, definitely.
That'll only put me up to 7. You're at like 16 at the moment. So yeah, you're miles ahead. There's no catching up.
David, awesome game.
Thank you, mate.
Right now it's 1-1, so we gotta do best out of 3. So tune in for our next game, Zinch versus Nurgle. Let's see who loves their god the most in our next game. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this game. Leave us a comment down below, leave us a like, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this game. That's all we had from NuBrand Gaming today. We'll catch you next time.